Today I have with me Ambassador Ayo Badmus. You're welcome to the studio, sir.
Thank you very much for...
You know, I started on the note that not all of us know you very well. We just see you on the screen. We just feel like, oh, so many people are in Nollywood. They're just doing, you know, especially when you are acting in the Yoruba category of the Nollywood industry. They just feel like, oh, somebody just jump on the screen. You know, but it is very important that we lay this record straight. Can you tell us a brief about yourself, and let's appreciate your profile?
I was born in Lagos here. I grew up here before I later traveled abroad, and I came back. And I was a model for a long time, though, photography. So even I'm actually part of the Three Orange Men, Merinda. That was in the 90s anyway. So I've done a lot of commercial. So it was later that I met Shola Shobowale. She saw me. I said, wow, you're Yoruba? I said, yes. Ah, please, we will need you in our production. So she took me to Bello, Oga Bello. Then that was how I got to meet all the big actors in Yoruba speaking film. So I gave it a go, and it works out. You know, my first time I played the lead role. I've worked with Fidelis Duka, yeah, and I did about 2 films with him. So that's English-speaking film, because you know in Nigeria they will tell you a Yoruba film and English film. I said no, correction. There's nothing like English film, because you know why? We are not English people, so we can't be doing English film. It's an English-speaking film. My first film is, I think, it's Not My Will, Fidelis Duka.
What year
was that? That was 1995 or so, 5, 6, thereabout. You know, it's been a long time, and after then I crossed to Yoruba-speaking film.
Would you say you are fulfilled with Nollywood, or are there other things you do that you know that you appreciate better than Nollywood?
No, I appreciate Nollywood. In fact, we've not started anything, and already I'm not fulfilled. There was one forum that was yesterday that was talking about success. What leads to success? No, right now I'm still working towards it, and of course, there's a light at the end of the tunnel for me. I'm still working as an actor. Now I'm a producer. So, in fact, I'm going to shock my audience. For the first time, I've never said this to them before. I'm going to produce a film very soon, and you will love it. I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag, but you should be expecting something really good.
The ice bag.
Yeah, something really good. This is a promise from me. You will love it.
Looking at Nollywood and filmmaking through your own lens now, you know, there's no occupation or profession that doesn't have its own upside, downside, you know, hazard and benefit. Yeah. What would you say in this industry that you don't too like, you know, since you've been there?
A lot of things that I don't too like. But unfortunately, I mean, surprisingly, it's making shape all of a sudden. You know, the total packaging of the film, we're wobbling and wobbling. Not fumbling, but wobbling. But look at where we are. We're getting somewhere. The culture of a film, the great culture of a film is a cinema. And all of a sudden, we're getting back there. We remember that time of Ogunde, it is cinema. Now, well, something happened to our economy at that time, you know, and we couldn't shoot our film the way we used, you know. But we're telling our story through the DVD, which is not really proper. But we can't go and sleep. We need to do something. So that's why we shoot it with DVD. Now, we are getting back to the cinema. That's the culture of a film. I'm talking about 35mm. Very soon, you're going to, I mean, it's going to be really, really, really big. So we're getting there. It's getting shape. We're doing well right now.
How impressed are you with Nigerian politics? you can't remove yourself from it. You're also expressing things that are happening.
Yeah, I'm not impressed at all.
Mm.
I'm not.
With which administration actually?
All of it, from inception, from the beginning. Not impressed. Remember, we had in the Southwest, we had a wait here. A lot of politicians were put into prison. They didn't learn. The military took over, although they have no business in taking over, but they took over the government. Even military were fighting themselves too, killing themselves. Upon what? Did we send that message? No. Now, the politicians came back again in another form. The liars, the old, we call it old school politicians came back in 1979. They took over. 1979, what did you see? They were overthrown again in 1980. How many months, how many years? Because they were not doing well. The military are not better either. We allowed the military to rule for a long time. I was part of that. They turn our brain. We don't know our rights. We're not used to. We're not exposed to a lot of things. So we are where we are because of those things. So now we have a third republic. Nothing happened. So it's from deception that where we are. It's not just who is there now. Nigerians don't know. They want to get rid of this one now. Then what? Under this system, under this structure, nothing can work. We need to change the structure.
When you say change, are you trying to suggest that 2019 we should change this government
It's
again?
too late. What do you mean 2019? It's too late. 2019 is just around the corner. We're going to face the same problem. Look, they've mortgaged this country. We are in big, big trouble. And we can only get out of that trouble if we Nigerians stand together and say no. It's very simple. Just say no. And the no goes to the north, to the west, to the south, to the east. Just if you say no, that is no more again. That very day, Nigeria will change. Our opinion is divided. Why should it happen? We just say no. I was at Ojota 2012. I didn't go home. We thought change will come. All of a sudden, we were fooled to go home. They didn't go home in Morocco. They didn't go home in Tunisia. They didn't go home in Egypt. They go what they want. But they said we should go home and come back on Sunday. Before Sunday, military came there, bam, with their gun and everything. And that was the only time they were so shaking. They were shaking and they thought it was going to happen. And we thought, this is it. In my own time, Nigeria will be liberated. Unfortunately, somebody sold us out. Fela said, my mother fed day for us, my papa did for us, I don't want to die, I don't want to quench, I don't want. So you can't, somebody will slap you, policeman will slap you for street, you won't talk because your mama did for us. Where is the home? Nigerians are dying gradually at home. When they run home, they die at home. Go home to die, to rust. We had a chance to elect another government to power. But I know at the back of my mind that this is the same structure. If you bring, no, not Donald Trump, if you bring Obama to Nigeria, with this structure, it will fail. Theresa May, to Nigeria to come and perform, she will fail. The most performed leader now in Europe, I think it's Angela Merkel. If we bring her here, she will fail because of the structure that we have in place. We need to change the structure. And even not just the structure, but some people will not agree with me, and I understand. It's the people. Why the government are not paying the salaries? For example, in the Southwest, I won't mention the state, they have lands, we can farm. Most of about 4 states in the Southwest, I don't know what they're doing. Go into agriculture. By now we'll be making a lot of money. You can pay salaries, employ a lot of people. pay them. They go to Abuja to go and collect money.
Share allocation.
Yeah, I think they're so happy about that. Then that's it. With this structure, nothing can happen. Honestly, for the next, get rid of Buhari today. Then you elect another person. I'm sure this time around, Buhari was after a year before we start stoning Buhari. This one, 6 months, we start stoning this. If another one comes in now, I'm sure in 6 months we start stoning the person.
When the IPOB men were, asking for referendum, they were, quickly designated as terrorist group. But some people are led to be going about with AK-47, claiming to be herdsmen under these guys, killing people. What's your attitude to this differential treatment, IPOB, herdsmen?
Yeah, referring to that, I think Buhari, as I see him, very, very slow in reacting. When he first came in, it took him 6 months to get these ministers. And we were so expect so much from him that it's like a playing ball in the middle of the field, and the competitors, that's the audience, waiting for a goal to come. We're like, I thought Pele was on this field. We're expecting somebody to score a goal, and 90 minutes, nothing has happened. So we were expecting Buhari, and he gave us 6 months before he came up with team of ministers that we all know. We thought it's going to be
different people.
Different. But it's actually what we expected. And it was like, why did it take too long to do that? IPOB, it took him a long time to check that guy. Kano, if you remember, Kano become a celebrity. Some call him Jesus Christ. They were worshiping his leg. They were touching his leg. He moved from one place to the other. That even led to when it took so long, some of the youth in the north said, man, what is happening? This guy's going to take over. They said, no, they want to divide. They want to. They said all the North Easterners should leave the north. You understand me? So it took Buhari a long time before they checked the guy, if you remember. Now, the same thing is happening to these so-called herdsmen. Herdsmen are not controlled by government. All their cows are being owned by individual, private people, not the government. So I don't see why they link them together. Buhari is always slow in everything. We know that.
But when the primary purpose of government is to protect lives of citizens, and the moment lives are involved,
you are right. Yes, they should be spontaneous. Anything that happens, boom. Buhari is very slow. It won't come out. We start consulting people here and there. It takes time. In the history of cow rearing, this is not the first time. When we were young, we used to watch this film called Jam Blocker Penal, Michael Long Green, Jam Blocker. There's a cowboy. They call it cowboy. What they do, they have a rope in their hand, and they're on the horse controlling about thousands of cows. You will see the farmer and the cowboy fighting with guns. They kill each other. It's the same thing that is happening now. Always have a loggerhead. It took that government, we're talking about 100 years now, it took the government to come and settle them. And they came to, they later separate them and gave them this ranch. That was when the cowboy saga stopped. It happens in Argentina. In fact, Argentina has the best of Raj now to control these herdsmen. They need to Raj. They need to be controlled. So even if you have a cow now, the cow will trek from Lagos to Ibadan. It will be lean. It will be exhausted with all the food you gave this cow. It will be exhausted. All the pick around. They don't look well fed because they have to walk down a long way. If you kept them somewhere, they look fresh and robust. Why don't own all this? Though he has his own cow too, and he's not hiding it.